What's cracking, guys? Welcome back to yet again another episode of the Honda Recap. I got a couple channels I want to get started, and a big congrats to John Widmer of Garage Built Hondas for taking first at Super Lap. What's cracking, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Honda Recap. This is episode 49. Next week we hit the big 50. So if you do the calculations-ish, that's almost a solid year of recaps, which is kind of insane because I did the math. Not that it's hard, but obviously I did the math. And you know what? That's like 12 and a half months, I guess. That's pretty interesting. I haven't really missed a day. We've been set here every Monday night at 8 o'clock, and it's just been great being part of the community, having you guys join, talking in the comments below, and just going over week by week what's been actually going on here on YouTube. So a big congrats to the Honda Recap family. Thank you all for joining in. If this is actually the first time you're watching, make sure to hit subscribe, hit that like button, and that notification bell so you're notified every Monday night at 8 p.m. Eastern time. Basically what I'm trying to do here is go over what's been going on a weekly basis here on YouTube, going over big channels, small channels, new channels, and just giving you guys a heads up if you got school, family, work, and don't have time to binge all your favorite channels. Hopefully I can bring us all together in one night and just kind of go over what's been going on. So thanks again for everybody who's been joining in this entire time. And please, guys, if this is your first time, join the community, hit that subscribe button, leave some messages in the comments. If you know somebody there, you watch their channel, give them a big what's up. We all like to be part of this community. Anyways, to kick this off, I wanted to start some channels that I haven't talked about in the past. I actually just found them pretty recently. S.I. Rico actually hit me up on Instagram and was just like, yo, dude, you got to check out this guy's channel. He is on Instagram, but he's starting to make a few videos on YouTube going over his build, and that is Chad Tuggle. This guy's got an insanely well thought out EJ8. Huge turbo, B-Series coupe. It looks amazing when you take a look at it. In this latest video, he's actually going over the hardline situation he's got going on in the engine bay. A lot of people are using soft lines. He went the route of going all vibrant and hardline tubing for everything, for the solenoids and anything else you need vacuum lines for in the engine bay. He's going full hardline. He basically goes over all the techniques that he used, what parts he used, and how he's going to go about doing the build. Like I said, talk about execution and well thought out builds. This is going to be one to check out. He's definitely a smaller channel. I think a lot of you guys need to go out there, check it out, give him a subscribe, give him some support. If you follow him on Instagram, there's tons of pictures on there, and I'm really excited that you want to come to YouTube because I think there's a lot of possibilities to show people your knowledge and give people ideas of all the work you're actually putting into the build. Props to you, dude. Next up, we got another channel that actually was hit in the comments. Somebody told me that I need to check out, and that's Sleepy EG. I think these are two friends, Alex, and I don't remember the other guy's name. I'm really sorry, but there's definitely a J-swapped hatch on this channel that is getting through some renovations right now, which is really awesome to see. There's also a very nicely built, on its way, F20B swapped hatch. I think it's sort of like a Frankenstein motor-ish. We got an H22 crank, I believe, F20 block. A lot of goodies, big turbo. Also, I'm loving to see these F-Series motors getting put into the EGs. It's definitely a family of engines that gets overlooked. H-Series gets overlooked. F-Series is also majorly overlooked. So definitely go out and check out Sleepy EG. It's a really good channel. It's another channel where they're starting to post a lot more. I think if we were to give them a little bit more community, go over there, hit subscribe, show them that they have support. I know they have a big schedule. They kind of talked about it in the latest video. Both of them work a substantial amount of time and then get to hang out every so often to work on their cars. But I'd really love to push them, actually give them a community and more of a reason, you know, let's find some time. Let's push this forward because I really want to see their builds get finished. It's not like they're not making time already, but I really, really am enthusiastic about watching their build get done. So let's push them. All right, guys, I think Saturday was actually the final Shikai downtown San Jose, Japantown. I'm not sure why it's the last one, but I do know that if we keep the community going strong, it won't be the last one. Following that on Sunday, we got Inspire Year 7. I think it's been 7 years since Inspire has started here in the Bay Area, and they've grown very, very big, at least here in the Bay Area, but you do see the Inspire stickers all over the US, so that's really awesome to say. So getting to that, we've got Young Static. In his latest video, he actually was walking around Shikai because he's there every year with his wagon and the other fellow wagon guys that are there. His buddy Joe, you've also seen him in the latest vlogs, has been hanging out with Dana for so long that he just went out and bought himself a Bard B20 wagon. Yes, it was barred. It's really awesome to know that Joe wants to get into the community, fell in love with the wagon, and went ahead and found himself a barred B20 wagon, which is great because, man, you're already starting at one of the holy grails of EFs, if you would say. A great engine, having that it's barred, it's completely legal. You can drive your car, go fishing, do everything you want to do, and just know that, you know what, I'm just going to cruise. But like I said, a lot of cool stuff has been going on in the Young Static channel. We got all the K-Tune stuff that's been coming in for the CRX and the wagon, all in pushing Dana to get to Shikai. I believe one of the last drag days has already happened, so I'm really excited to see what Dana has in store next. Following that, we got Chris Sadowski putting in work recently, I think, on the new EJ that he picked up. He was hanging out there with AD doing a wire tuck on the engine bay, moving the harnesses into the fenders. It's something we all want to do to kind of clean up the engine bay. Him and his brother put in some work on the paint of that EJ, doing a really awesome paint correction, and it's insane to know how well that paint came out. For being like a 25 or 26-year-old car, hasn't really been maintained very well. And you know what? With the products his brother has and the elbow grease they both put in, the paint came out great. I'm really excited to see a lot of the Del Sol content come out of Chris's channel, so I'm excited for that. Next up, we got Zosh, finally getting the fuel system and everything he needs put together for the K-Series going in his Integra. The RPC manifold is back. He gave it an awesome wrinkled black paint coat. Hybrid Racing hooked it up with a fuel rail, fuel pressure regulator, and all the lines to make it set up. I think Zosh is actually waiting for just a few things like the Wireworks harness, which I'm pretty sure he already has. So in the next couple days, I'm fairly sure we're going to get a first start and first drive video. It's been insane. I'm not worried about anything. I know that car is going to start up. You're going to run it, and I can't wait to see the dyno pools and just how excited you are to drive the K-Series in your car. I know you've already driven other Ks and you were already like, this is exactly why I'm doing it. But when you put in all the hard work, it's in your car and it's yours, it's going to be a world of difference, bro. Following that, we got Bodevision. If you guys haven't been following this guy's channel, it's been amazing. All the paint work that he does by hand, showing you how he's doing it. It's being recognized by other people in the community, namely so Taylor Ray. If you've been following that guy's channel, he's got an LS Miata. Adam is basically doing all the work for that Miata. It's going to be a great build series. Definitely check it out. With that said, though, he's doing the final stages on the CB7 that he's been working on. Final coats of paint, and I'm really excited to see what you're going to do to kind of finish off that build before you fully commit to fixing up the Miata. Speaking of K-Series, we got Kyle and the BoostedBoiz, and we got the wagon finally running under its own power. And the video was super funny in typical BoostedBoiz fashion, driving it up and down the road, no radiator yet, but actually the throttle cable is being controlled by Kyle's hand, just kind of pulling on the throttle cable through the window. But you know what? Super awesome that it's in the car, running and just driving up and down the street very slowly. I know you don't have a radiator, but you know what? It's super cold in Colorado. Pretty sure it's already starting to rain. So probably didn't need to worry about too much overheating, but glad nothing's been stopping you. BoostedBoiz is definitely always just rolling along. Gotta love the K-Series wagon content that's just coming here on YouTube, guys. Keep it up. Following that, we got OldSols, the old favorite, constantly pushing out Del Sol content. Props to you guys. Definitely check out the OldSols on Instagram and on YouTube. In the latest video, Brad put on a brand new grill on the 97 bumper, which came out amazing. I think it was made by Grillcraft. Sorry if I'm wrong about that, but specifically designed for the Del Sol. So it wasn't really anything you had to hack up. It was built for the grill. You just had to cut out some of the internal fins that are there. Went in, it looked great. Later on in a different video, he actually went to check out a Del Sol for another Del Sol member, and just kind of looking around at this warehouse that he stumbled upon that had like 7 or 8 97 and 96 VTEC Del Sols, a beautiful EM1 Civic, and a bunch of other goodies. This guy literally has just been working all the time and buying just Del Sols. So really awesome, Brad. I'm really glad you found that place and kind of were able to take some videos and just show around another enthusiast that just kind of is like, yeah, all I do is work and then I buy more Del Sols, which is great because you're keeping them alive. The 97 and 96s are amazing models to actually have multiples of if you get the chance. Following that, we got LATommyLA coming back with a video. We haven't seen you in a while, man, but you know what? In the latest video, you talking about just being sick and working a bunch, so you were kind of going over all the new stuff that you've had. I know on Instagram, you were kind of flipping TEs all the time. That's obviously your flavor of rim, and I mean, okay, it's everybody's, honestly. I mean, it's TE the world out here nowadays, but super happy that you got yourself some Regas, test fitting it on the EK, and kind of going over an overview of what is happening with your brother's car. He brought that up quite some time ago, so it's really good to know that that dream has not given up. Your brother is still going forward. I know you got Hasport mounts, the hybrid shifter, and a bunch of other great parts. I know I know you're all very excited about this. When that build kicks off, it's going to be fun. Just watching the swap go down and watching all the parts that you've collected for a reason, on time, just getting them all set up to go right into the car. It's going to be an amazing build, and I'm really excited for when this series starts. Next up, we got SP Tuning Pablo out there in Florida, starting up the all-wheel drive build. In this latest video, he actually shows you how to do it for, you know, the cheap going B-Series all-wheel drive, things that you're gonna need, how to make an LSD, how to get an LSD and installed, and everything else you need to make that happen. La Fea is gonna be one hell of a car when you're done with it. I'm super happy that this channel exists. SP Tuning has been putting out a lot of instructional videos that I am fortunate enough to watch. It's teaching me a lot of things. They're very well done, explain to you exactly what you need, and just, you don't need a lot to do it. Normal tools and a lot of time, and just watch the videos a couple times and you'll learn a lot. Next up, we got Trey Be Dippin with the Prelude content. With that, we got a chase-based tucked radiator for the Prelude. Very awesome to see. I'm really happy that there's Prelude content going out there. If you guys know of other Prelude content, definitely let me know in the comments below. I'd love to bring more of that in, just like I was looking for CB7 content. You guys did not disappoint. I'd love to see more Prelude content, and maybe a couple other RSXs out there. If you guys know of some other cool builds, definitely let me know. Next up, we got Irven Dorsey putting in work yet again on the JDM front conversion on his Integra. In his latest video, he actually has the motor in, everything getting properly done, distributor, wires, everything he's gonna need from the harness perspective, just taken care of in the bay before the front actually goes on the JDM conversion. I understand it kind of makes everything a little easier without the core support in there. You can literally just walk in and out of the bay. But really happy you're putting in work day by day. I'm excited for the progress. Keep putting out videos, man. All right, next up, we got John Widmer, Garage Built Hondas, one of the coolest EF channels out there. Always bringing track content, EF hatch content. You can't beat this channel. In his latest video, he actually took first place at Super Lap, which is really great to see because you've put in so much effort in this B20 EF hatch that you've had, and you just always taking it out there, and it's really happy to know that you're just, you know, getting faster, and finally you took first place. So props to you, man. I gotta tell you, the camera angle on the front of the car is excellent, and even better than the camera angle is the sound. You can hear you let off the gas, you can hear the intake, you can hear everything on the car when you're taking off. I don't know what witchcraft you're using for this mic, but I'd really love to get to know how you're actually pulling this off, because it sounds incredibly clean, better than just having a GoPro in the car. Your audio was actually better outside. Following that, we got Kbros on the first drive on the K24 EK hatch. Very happy to see you guys very happy to see that you guys are constantly putting out content, progressing, and the hatch is finally running under its own power. You all seemed very happy. Good collection of guys out there in Florida. I also see them in a lot of Zosh's videos. I can't say more about these guys. Kbros, definitely check them out if you're not. Incredible builds, very cool personalities, and I love the fact that you all guys are just doing everything you can to have fun and get these cars running. All right, last but not least, we got Steven Ocasio doing a 10K giveaway. I think you're at like 9,800 subs right now, man. It's amazing. Props to you. I'm so happy of how much you grind and how well your car has come out. In his latest video, he actually did a full-on walk around because a lot of people have wondered what's in the car, power it's kind of making, why he chose every part that he does, and he did an awesome job to it. Just really cool to be able to sit there, watch a video, hang out with you, Steven, and just listen to you talk about your car and your passion and what it took to actually build it. All right, guys, with that said, I want to just give out a cool shout out to Shades Wade again. Now that he actually has his car, I can't give this guy more props. K20A in the car, slowly pushing out that rev limiter. I know he's trying to hit 9,500, just banging that rev limiter for second and third gear. The smile on his face is insane. It's been an awesome journey, man. Props to you. I just want to throw that out there. All right, guys, with that said, that's it for this episode of the Honda Recap, episode 49. Next week is the big 5-0. So again, thank you all have been with me since number 1. This has been an amazing journey. We're not going to stop. Maybe I'll do something cool for episode 50. But like I said, guys, thank you all for joining. If this is your first time, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and that bell so you're notified every Monday night at 8 p.m. Eastern time. And I'll see you guys next week. Make sure to head up to HondaVlogs.com/shop. Pick yourself up a shirt, pick yourself up a hoodie. It's getting cold out. Support the channel, support the community. Say what's up down in the comments. I'm always around responding, and I'll see you guys in the next week. Peace.